and we've got an important dignitary here. Everybody's a dignitary on Jazzy Red Show. So I wanted you to meet this lady. She met my niece, and she said my niece heard her testimony and had tears in her eyes. So thank you, little niece Gert, for sending her to me. And I don't hear all of people's stories until they get on my show. Tell them your name. What's your name, ma'am?
Iris Mason.
Okay, Iris Mason. Now, you were saying you went through some things. I want you to tell your story because I don't know it. You tell them.
Okay.
Go ahead.
May 13th.
Okay.
Was a day that changed my life forever. That was in '99. It was a beautiful day.
Speak up a little bit.
It was a beautiful day.
Okay.
And I remember getting up, getting ready for work, and was in good spirit, and packed my lunch and set off for work.
Just a regular day?
Just a regular day.
Okay. Tell my viewers what happened.
On this particular day, some of the guys, I worked at this plant called North American in Daphne, Alabama. And some of the guys would come back and joke around with some of the other employees, especially the females. And on this particular day, they came back and they asked me a question. They asked me, which way do I go to go home? And I said, what do you mean, which way do I go to go home? And then they said, do you go the Causeway or do you go the Bayway? And I remember saying, I go the Bayway. Well, everybody just walked off and was like, oh no, not me, not the Bayway. And I was like, what? What is it about? What? What's wrong with the Bayway? And then they turned to me and said, the Bayway is dangerous. And I told them, I said, all you had to do was focus and keep your eyes on, watch your surroundings and keep your eyes on the road. And you'll do fine and not speed. Well, 3:30 came. It was time for us to clock off and go home. And I remember getting in my car headed down 98. And it was it was drizzling like a misty rain.
Okay.
And I remember as I got closer to the Bayway,
Mm-hmm.
something kept telling me, don't go the Bayway, go the Causeway.
My God.
And I remember saying to myself, okay, I'm going to go the Causeway. I'm going to go the Causeway. Well, it seemed like the traffic for the Causeway was bagged up so far till I said, no, forget this, because I was in a hurry, headed to go and get my baby so that I can bring him back to a party that he was invited to in Daphne. And I just said, forget it, and I got on the bridge. I took the route on the bridge. And as I got on the bridge, as I got looped around and got on the bridge, I remember feeling, it was an eerie feeling that came over me. I don't know if anyone knows, anybody that knows it, that you've heard stories of how something comes over you before it happens.
Okay.
Okay, and I'm traveling. I'm on the bridge, and I get over in what you call the fast lane.
Okay.
And as I get up close to this, I'm approaching this 18-wheeler, which was over on my right-hand side. And I remember seeing him turn his signal on. At this point, I'm at his back tires. My car was lined up with the back tires. The front of my car was lined up with the back tires on the truck.
Okay.
And as I kept going, I thought maybe he was going to wait until I passed and then come over.
Okay.
And before I knew it, the truck just came over.
What size truck was it?
It was an 18-wheeler.
An 18-wheeler?
Yes, it was an 18-wheeler.
Cut over on you?
Yes.
What happened?
And when this truck came over on me, I just couldn't believe it. I was like, oh my God. And I remember laying down on the floorboard of my car. I scooted all the way down to the floorboard because I just knew I was gone. And when I scooted down on the floorboard, I remember looking up and I could see Dixie, the words Dixie on the truck.
Okay.
And I can remember orange and blue stripes. And I couldn't make out the word behind Dixie. But as I'm going underneath the truck started coming over the top of my car. And that's when I started telling my family bye. I told my baby bye. I told my mom and dad bye. I was telling my brothers and sisters, just my whole entire family bye, because I just knew I was gone.
Okay.
Well, after the truck made his journey over the top of my car, I remember my car bouncing from wall to wall.
Yeah.
And when it finished bouncing from wall to wall, it came to a halt facing the direction that the traffic was flowing in.
Oh my gracious.
And I remember getting up. I didn't know if I was dead or alive. And I was pinching myself because I didn't know if I was dead or alive. Well, my car was smoking, and I didn't know the reasons why my car was smoking. I thought my car was going to blow. And I remember seeing the 18-wheeler through the smoke in my car. I could see the truck pulled over to the side.
Yes.
And I just said, I got to get out of this car. I just thought it was going to blow. And as I'm trying to get out on the driver's side, my door was jammed up against the wall of the bridge. I couldn't get out on that side.
Okay.
So I remember climbing over to the passenger seat and looking for a way for me to get out of my car, watching the traffic, making sure it was okay for me to get out. And as I looked towards my left, I could see the 18-wheeler pulling off. He fled the scene.
Yeah, no, he did.
Yes, he fled the scene. And afterwards, I said, I couldn't speak, I couldn't breathe. I didn't know my reasons for not being able to breathe. And I remember crawling. And I crawled to the back of my car. And then I just went immediately to the rail of the bridge. And I pulled myself up over the rail of the bridge. And I remember leaning over the rail. And I was gasping for air. And it's like someone spoke to me and said, get down off the bridge before you fall in the water.
Okay.
And I remember getting down and crawling to the back of my car. Now, my reasons for crawling, I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know if I was injured then or what. But I crawled to the back of my car, and I pulled myself up over the back of my car. And I remember flagging, trying to get anybody to take me to the emergency room because I just could not breathe for nothing.
Okay.
And what happened next, I never thought would happen in a million years. Someone tried to go around the pileup. I'm in what you call the emergency lane, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm thinking I'm out of the way of traffic. And this family tried to go around, didn't see me. Witnesses said that they were doing about 75 to 80, 85 miles an hour coming up the side.
Yeah.
And didn't see me and hit me and drug me in my car another half mile down the road.
Are you kidding?
No. They drug me another half mile down the road. And after I was drugged, my car ejected from my body. Witnesses say that I went back head first. That's when I had this big gash to the back of my head.
Yes.
And then the car that hit me the second time landed on top of me with the motor on top of me.
Are you kidding?
No.
And you here talking?
Yes, ma'am. It is truly a blessing. Now I'm only going by what witnesses say because at this point,
Yeah.
I don't remember nothing.
Okay.
And then witnesses say there was a guy that got out from the pileup. It was almost a 200-car pileup. he ran down the bridge and he rounded up any man that he could round up that wasn't injured in the pileup.
Okay.
And he told him that we got to get this car off this lady. There's a car on this lady and she's losing a lot of blood. Well, they said he rounded up about 12 or 13 men, and he came back to the front of the line. And him and those 12 or 13 men lift the car up off me. They moved it. And
Yeah.
that's when they saw that my leg was so badly mangled. And I was losing a lot of blood. And at that point, you know, I'm thinking I'm still injured. I'm thinking people are letting me die from whatever happened in the car. I don't know if it was the airbag or what. I'm still thinking I'm dying from not being able to breathe. I didn't know I was hit the second time. You know how they say something can hurt so bad that you don't feel it?
Yeah.
I never felt the thing. And I can recall a lady holding me in her arms, and she kept reassuring me, I'm not going to let you die. Help is on the way.
Okay.
Now, she kept repeating this in my ear, in my right ear.
Okay.
And I can hear the choppers. I can hear the sirens. And I remember a girl standing over me. She was like standing with both her legs open. She was standing over me.
Okay.
And she had a phone. And I asked her, I said, would you please call my mom? Because these people are going to let me die on this bridge. And she said, okay, I'll call your mom. She said, just don't move. And she said, what's your mom's number? I gave her my mom's number. She called my mom. I talked to my mom. And I said, would you please come and get me off this bridge? Because they're going to let me die on this bridge. So she said, by me being so calm, she was thinking it was just a little fender bender. So she said, well, let me locate your dad, because my dad drove 18-wheelers.
Yeah.
And he was actually headed out of state. And she called him, and he turned back around. And she said then there was a break in the news. And when she turned and looked at the news, and they showed the camera shined on my car. They were focusing on my car, and my mom said she just collapsed. She screamed because she thought it was just something minor because I was so calm.
Yeah.
Now, being calm, they saying that played a part in.
Yeah. And you not
life.
Bleeding more.
Yes.
Yeah,
going into shock.
Yeah, you didn't go into shock. God, all that happened.
But here's the part that I want everyone to know.
Okay.
As this lady, I don't know her name. I do remember her calling me once I came out of a coma. This lady kept saying, I'm still on the bridge, and she kept reassuring me help was on the way. She wasn't going to let me die. She said it so much till after a while it seemed like she was drifting away. And then I told her, I said, ma'am, I said, I'm so cold. The lady took her shirt off. I'm told by witnesses.
Yeah.
She took her shirt off because I kept going in and out. I would blink out, and then I would open my eyes, and I would blink out again, and I'd open my eyes. And she put her shirt on me, and she held me in her arms, and she said it one more time. I'm not going to let you die. Help is on the way. At this point, it seemed like she was far, far away.
Okay.
I lost sight.
But you remember her voice saying it. Yeah.
Yes. And I can remember being in this dark, dark tunnel or room. And it was so dark that you couldn't even see your hand. And I remember just trying to feel my way out of this dark, dark room.
Okay.
And then it was like I couldn't find a way out. Well, as I'm walking forward.
Okay.
I could see lights, but they were like your regular house lights.
Okay.
And I can see, as I got closer, I can see people standing to my left and to my right. They were of all different races and of all different ages, men, women, and children. And as I'm walking closer, I'm saying to them, help me get out of this room, out of this tunnel. Well, as I approach closer, now I'm up, I'm facing them.
Okay.
I could see it looked like they had no mouths. And they were looking at me with this look of fear in their eyes. And I'm walking down the middle, kind of like a Soul Train line.
Yeah.
And I'm walking down the middle, and something told me, it was like something just stopped me. It's like, don't keep going forward. Like you're headed to a bad place if you go forward.
Okay.
And at that moment, I just said, Jesus, don't take me like this. My son needs me. And as soon as I said that, a light so bright shot through that darkness. And the light was casting down on me.
Mm-hmm.
And it seems as though it was like I was standing with my head down like this.
Okay.
And then all of a sudden, well, let me explain this feeling from this light first.
Okay.
I had the feelings of no fear, no worry,
What?
no stress.
It's peace.
I was at peace.
Yeah.
And as I'm standing there and I'm feeling this good feeling, someone came behind me.
Okay.
He put one hand on this shoulder and he walked around to this side of me and he put another hand on this shoulder. Now, who that person was, I don't know, but I feel as though it was Jesus, because that's who I just called on.
Migration.
And he put his hand underneath my chin like this.
Okay.
The hand that was on this shoulder.
Okay.
He put it underneath my chin like this, and he lifted my head real slow. And he motioned to the light. He motioned up at the light as though he's telling me to look.
Okay.
Look at the light.
Mm-hmm.
Well, on my first attempt, the light was so bright, I was like, oh no, I had my hand over my face, and
Mm-hmm.
I was like, no, I can't do it. The light's too bright, and I dropped my head again. He again lifted my head up real slow, and he motioned like this, telling me to look.
Okay.
And my second attempt, I put my hand over my eyes and I slowly started looking between my fingers.
Okay.
And I could see dead center of the light. And as I'm watching dead center, all my past just started flashing
Oh my gracious.
in the light. Now, mind you now, my family's at the hospital. All my family, all my friends,
Okay.
everybody I went to school with. My mom said it was so many people, they were saying that I needed my own floor. Now, they just had came out and made an announcement. They told my family, call all family members because she's a fatality. She's not going to make it. And my mom, they were preparing for my death for 7 days. And I found out through telling my story that 7 means completion.
Yes.
For 7 days, I was watching my past. And on that 7th day, when I finished watching my past, I asked whoever it was standing behind me to take me into the light. I wanted to go into the light because it was so peaceful.
Okay.
And when I said that, he put his hand over my face like abracadabra. And when he did that, I opened up my eyes. And I can hear noise. I can hear beeping noises. I can hear people talking.
Yeah.
And as I'm looking to my left, I can see a doctors and nurses with their back turned.
Okay.
They were doing something to a machine that I was hooked up to. And as I slowly turned to my right, I can see my mom standing there crying and holding my hand. And I said, I knew then, I said, I'm in the hospital. And I wanted to tell my story. I wanted to tell my mom so bad what I had experienced. I couldn't get it out because they had tubes everywhere. I mean, I was strapped down. They didn't want me to move.
Okay.
And my mom was holding my hand, and the only thing I could do was flicker my fingers. And when I flickered my fingers, she looked, and she said, "Baby, you up?" And I said, "Yes, ma'am." I nodded my head, "Yes, ma'am." And she said, "Okay," and she started crying. And I flickered my fingers again because I want her to know what I just experienced.
Yeah.
I flickered my fingers again. She said, "Baby, are you trying to say something?" And I nodded my head, yes. And she leaned up to my mouth, and she can make out what I said through those tubes.
Yeah.
I just said that he's real. And she just started shouting, screaming, and she took off running. She said, "Yeah, baby, he's real."
Yeah.
She went off to tell my family
Yeah.
that I was up.
Okay. Yeah.
So what I basically want everyone to know is that he is real, and it is true that if you call on him, he will answer. No matter what the situation is, if you call on him, he'll answer. And I never thought by calling on him that he would answer.
That he would answer.
Yes.
How old are you?
I'm 44.
And you look real young. I'm thinking 30-something.
You know,
But don't she look
everybody
pretty,
knows
ladies and gentlemen, to be done got hit by a truck, go over a car, and then another one hit her and drag her. And you, if you would just look at you, nobody would think you ever been in no accident.
Well, I came a long way. It was, it took a lot of ministers to make me see that it could have been worse.
Okay.
And I just thank him. I thank him so much.
For some of my viewers that may not believe, I think you got them kind of woke up tonight. Okay. I think you woke them up a little bit tonight.
Well, just know that he is real. I mean, he has the, I usually like to start my story off by telling people this. When doctors gave up on me,
yes,
the Lord said, "It's not your time." When doctors said that I would never be able to have another child, I got two handsome young men.
Okay.
They told me that I would never be able to have another child because of the type trauma that I had.
Okay.
I always tell them the Lord says he has the last say so.
Yes, he does.
He gave me that second child. It wasn't the way that I wanted. I wanted a boy and a girl, but he gave me what he thought I should have.
Okay.
I got two handsome boys who are very protective of their mother.
You're twins?
No, they're not.
Okay.
They're not
Okay.
twins.
Different
The second
age.
one came later.
Okay. Okay.
I nearly lost him, but he's here.
So he's a miracle baby
Yes,
himself.
he is. He's a miracle.
God,
He
and
only
he
weighed a pound when he was born.
only a pound. Was that the one that told you? Which one told you that? Tell my viewers what he told you about he want his mom.
I've been going through some things.
Okay. Financially?
Yes, financial. I've been having some struggles.
Okay.
I end up losing my home. Me and my kids at this present time are living in separate homes. And I can't seem to find the help. And disability just isn't enough. People think that with disability you can make it. It's just not enough for a single parent.
Okay.
I will say this. My attorney at that present time, he took from me.
Okay.
He took from me, and I really want to expose him.
But we ain't gonna call names right now because you don't know what might come up later on.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna advise you on that. But he's immobile.
He's immobile.
He gonna suffer. He gonna suffer. He know who he is, but we don't know what may come up later on behind it.
Right.
So we want people to just get references before they get lawyers.
Right.
Get a reference before you get a lawyer. But he's already on blast, whoever he is. So it don't matter. We don't have to know who he is because you don't know what may come up. And I know you're hurting, and your kids need, and you need. But if and my viewers are very good, and they're good with helping. So if some church people or some reverends are seeing you, or just some cool people like me, just down to earth, that want to help you a little bit, do you have a phone number where even if they wanted to pray with you, you know, because we all need prayer. Prayer brings about change. So do you have a phone number that they can get in touch with you?
Yes, I do.
Area code, in case this go on YouTube, and I'm going to put it on there, 251.
It's area code 251
Mm-hmm.
366 8465.
Okay, and your name? Again.
Iris Mason.
Iris, it's a change going to come. Things going to change for you. You have to believe in that. You've been through a lot, but it's coming. It's coming. I see it. That story really gave me some chills behind this camera. Cause, ladies and gentlemen, y'all know I don't hear everything or see everything until you all see it. So it really touched my heart. So if you want to help this sister, we're gonna give that phone number out again: 251
366 8465.
Let's try to get this family back together. And it may be someone that have a rental house and they make them rent it on your income or something, or somebody might be on Section 8 and maybe looking and say that they need to help you. So you all give this sister a call. On my last little bit, you want to say anything else to my viewers?
I just want, as long as everybody knows that he is real, and I feel like he's going to work this out for me and my kids.
Yes, he is. A truck to hit you and leave, for a truck to hit you and leave, and then you get a lawyer that don't do right. All right now. It's going to work out. It's going to be all right.
It's a lot of things that's been surfacing. I just don't want to.
Okay, yeah, we're not going to say no.
Some things have been revealed.
Yeah, all right. God going to work it out.
Oh, yeah.
And on this, this completes the interview. I just felt you all needed to hear her story because I didn't hear it until I got behind this camera. And we need to help this sister get back with her children and being home with them. So we're going to say God bless. Tell them God bless you.
God bless you.
All right. Let's help this sister. Jazzy Red. Peace out. Jazzy Red Talk Show. We've got word for the day, Mr. Tharis. What do you have for my viewers this week?
Well, you know, I'm always Jazzy throwing a jewel out there for my young people. Because, you know, we wishy-washy, man. I see them making a lot of mistakes out here, you know, in society. You know, a lot of people want to say the streets. But basically in society, man. And the reason why they making a lot of mistakes, Jazz, is because they get involved with the wrong type of people.
Okay.
And, you know, growing up, we got a lot of morals and a lot of understanding coming from our parents. But now, a lot of kids are missing out on stuff real early. So I just want to throw this out there to them. It's nothing that I made up because most of the time it's already written and it's in the scripture. But basically, man, about what type of people they deal with is how to judge the person, man. And not judging them whether you're going to send them to heaven or hell, but judging them whether you need to deal with them. And, you know, I just want to just throw this out there at them, man. You judge a tree by the fruit it bears. You know what I'm saying? How can you tell the difference between an orange tree and an apple tree? By the fruit. So how can you tell the difference between a bad person and a good person? You know, by the deeds and what they do. You judge a tree by the fruit. You judge a man by the work of his hands. So, you know, they say nothing good comes from a bad tree and nothing bad comes from a good tree. So judge a man by what they got going on, the works of his hand. You know, can you eat from this person, man? Is this person producing good fruit? Is this person doing good deeds? Is this person blessing people or cursing people? You know, so get involved with the people that's doing good things. And you can see people work by what they do and what they speak and what they stand for. You know what I'm saying? So stop getting involved with people who out there doing negative stuff and always talking negative. Everything that comes from them is negativity.
Sure is.
So we got to So stop surrounding ourselves around so much negativity. And that go for the grown people too.
Sure.
So, you know, it's time for separation, man. So judge a tree by the fruit that it bear. And that's all I got to say to him, Jazz.
All right, Jazzy Red, we hope you chew that up. Jazzy Red, Thayer's word for the day.
Peace, love, happiness.
All right, we love you. Peace out. I always tell people to hit a smile and they go to laughing. Jazzy Red Talk Show, and we've got Miss Carrie here. Miss Carrie, what you got going on you want my viewers to know today?
Well, I want everyone to know that we do still have, for a limited time, the 2013 We Are One CDs.
Hold it up, hold it up, hold it up. This is the CD.
Yes.
Oh, that's nicely did, too.
Yes.
And you got some left.
We do have some left. And as always, we use what we have to help raise funds for the Unity event each year.
Okay.
And,
and you got the band, what those wristbands?
Bracelets.
Okay.
Yes. And they have John 17:21 on them, the Unity Walk.
Okay.
So we do wear these.
Okay, how much is the CD?
The CD is $3.
Okay.
And the bracelets, they are, you can get these for a donation of $2.
Okay.
All right. And we do still have the T-shirts.
And got some of the T-shirts.
Yes, and well, you can get all 3 for $20.
Okay,
So
okay. And this is to help with the Unity Walk,
It
right?
helps with the Unity Walk that brings all the collaborative teams together.
Mm-hmm.
And a great network opportunity to, let everyone know what's going on in the community. That's what the Unity Walk is all about, and it brings people in from other states and cities. It's a big network opportunity and opportunity for us to show love to the homeless and reach out to our community along with the health fair. So, I mean, all of this for 3 days.
3 days.
It's a 3-day event.
Okay.
So I'm just here to tell anyone that's interested, you can give us a call at 251-753-6253. While these still last, the 2013 Unity CDs.
Okay. Now you brought somebody with you, right?
I did.
All right. Who we got over here? Let's swing over here right quick. And what's your name, ma'am?
My name is Allie Graham.
Okay. And what do you do? I know you here helping. So you tell me what you got going on.
I just work for God. My heart goes out to people that are in need. I work with the homeless, trying to establish them basic living provisions, cutting their hair for free.
Okay.
At the Unity Walk, I did a lot of PR work for Sister Carrie, and I wanted to work that day. I just couldn't see walking around and enjoying the festivities, so I cut 94 people's hair for free, and it was wonderful. Restoration Place had 2 tables set up of clothes, and they were able to give out clothes to around 30 or 40 people. Cut a man's hair. Ransom Cafe's owner, Matt, he had his clean machine out, and the clean machine has toilet facilities, showers, washing machines.
Are you kidding?
And he did laundry for people in need. I cut their hair. They got new clothes. A gentleman came, got his hair cut, got a shower, got a new outfit, and I haven't seen him in the homeless community since, but he did say that he was going to go look for a job. So
Go look for a job, because they do have to look presentable,
yes, they
presentable
do.
for a job.
Unfortunately, presentation is everything.
That's right.
So we're just blessed to come together and ask small businesses, ask churches to help. The Unity Walk is not a free event for the people who work so hard to get it to come together, but we offer everything for free at the time that we're having the walk. Free food. We fed over 500 people for 2 days. We were able to give free health care to a lot of people in need. The health department came and did AIDS tests. We did diabetes testing. We were able to give free clothes. It's just endless to the free love that we were able to offer them because of sponsorship. And we would like to continue this to keep growing. So it's so important that each one of us come together for the sake of unity. John 17:21 is so important that we all stand in one to help those less fortunate than us, because it takes us to help others. And it's just very important that we do all that.
I see what God doing. Even this show. I mean, I meet Miss Carrie. She'll bring somebody, or you done met me. You gonna bring somebody. I see how this thing is going, because I don't turn anybody away, man. Everybody got something that, especially if they're helping. I want to put them on where people can see it and they can come. Cause a lot of people work and they'll say, "Well, I'll give. I don't have time to come and go. I might work a lot, but every little bit helps."
You know, and I work my neighborhood between Midtown and downtown Mobile. I have no fear to knock on your door and say, if you haven't worn it in 10 years or you don't know what to cook about it and it's been sitting on the shelf for 3, put it on your porch, call me, I'll come and pick it up. I'm just going to turn around and distribute it right back out. We don't keep any of it for ourselves. We just want to help others, and because of me and you and Sister Carrie and everyone else involved with Kingdom Covenant Connections, we're able to provide some of the most basic things to people that means everything, to watch their blessings overcome them, for them to receive a plate of food,
That's
or
right.
a change of clothes. It's just unbelievable, the overwhelming happiness you feel with them.
What inspired you to help? Why do you help? I mean, when you was a kid or coming up, what was it? Your parents? It was something now.
It is. My dad's been a sponsor for AA my whole life, and coming out of prisons, whenever you've had rehab needs, going to halfway houses, my dad would sponsor.
I knew it was hereditary. It was shucked up in your bones. My grandfather was homeless and didn't have to be. My mom would give him a suit, one of Dad's suit, and give him a bath. But he wanted to be. He said, "They're my friends," and he looked white and had long hair, so they all were buddies down there. They would get drunk and they'd go to jail, and that was back in the days, not now. They would sneak them liquor in there because they would have they didn't want them to have DDTs or something. So years and years ago, in the late 50s and the early 60s, they were trying to give them a little something to drink to keep them from having DDTs or going into it. So my grandfather was homeless. So I loved him, though. I loved him. He looked like Jesus. I used to say, "Jesus coming down the street again, Mama." But Jesus wasn't dirty, Mama. That's what I would say. So she would always clean him up and put clothes on him. And but I'd be concerned about the tuberculosis and stuff that they can catch out there. So I appreciate you taking them to the doctor and trying to have a roof over their head.
Yes.
Oh my gracious, they're proud people though.
They are. You know what?
They're proud. They don't really ask like that. Cause the ones out there in Tiamacona, I'm a thank them, cause I always would park when I go to work and talk with them, and they would make you a flower.
Yes.
And one told me to give him a kiss. I said, "Well," he said, "I ain't had a bath in 3 weeks." Wait a minute, I can't kiss you right now, man. Come on, man. And they my friends, man. So they're just people. They're human beings.
Yes.
So we shouldn't shun upon them. When I would just get them something and get enough. You know what? They want to feed their friends.
And when
They feed their friends.
they'll tell me thank you 100 times.
God,
Makes the most uncomfortable I feel is when they start thanking me. I didn't do this. God made me the way I am. If I were of the world, I wouldn't care. But because of the things that I've seen and the way I've grown up and watching my sister have 5 kids and struggle the way she did and then pass from cancer, and seeing my niece and nephews, teaching kids how to care for each other.
That's right.
And showing them. I show my 3 kids on a regular basis how to care for someone else. And it's a real world we live in.
It is.
That has real hurt and real pain. But the people that are on the streets, they are so happy and so thankful to receive something that we've used several times and threw in the back of our closet, didn't even care about anymore. And I just tell them, don't thank me, thank God. Because if it wasn't for the Lord, they still wouldn't be here to receive what they have.
That's right. That's right.
That's where it is. That's where it is.
That's right. That's a good thing that you're doing, and stepping out on a limb like that. Now, I bet some of them looking saying, "Okay, all of them hooking up." And it is. Everybody's hooking up. I mean, people on my show call in. They give out clothes and shoes.
Yes.
So you can use clothes and shoes. But
Yes.
Okay, so now next week she's going to come back and really in depth tell you what she's doing with the homeless and how they're trying and how she got blessed with some land. She's going to come back and tell you next week. So that's a great thing. Give me your phone number before we go back to Miss Carrie.
My name is Allie Graham, and I'm part of Kingdom Covenant Connections, but also I'm part of Radical Foot Soldiers for Jesus Christ. My direct line is 251-402-3035. And if it's on your heart to give me a call to figure out what's going on, or if you have any questions, or you're not really sure, or you have something you want to give, please follow your heart and give me a call. It's 251-402-3035.
And everything they give you gonna get gave away.
Right away.
So see,
Right away.
they've seen my show and seen this truckload. It's a man in Mississippi bring me stuff by the truckload. Summer clothes in the wintertime, winter clothes in the summertime, and I'm gonna call you and bring them straight to you. I'll get somebody to bring them straight to you. You know, because I get hold to a lot of stuff, and I'm glad that I got somewhere it can go now. You know. Because I kept giving it out, and I've had over 3,000 books. My whole house was full up with school books for children. So I get hold to a lot of stuff. Now I got somewhere for it to go. See how great that worked? God is good.
Sent me here for
Yes. I don't want people. And we keep saying, don't be out there hurting and not call somebody, because I don't have, but I can call somebody that might have.
Well, that also applies. Call me if you need something. If your family is short on food, if you need clothing, if you need toiletries, call me. My name is Allie. I'm serious. 251-402-3035. Between the people that I'm able to call my friends in Mobile and the people that I'm meeting on a day-to-day basis, we can help you. Don't sit and suffer. Don't sit and suffer. Call, please.
Because nobody knows unless you tell them. And take that pride and kick it out the door.
Right.
I've been on welfare, food stamps, Section 8 back in the days, you know, with my kids, but I went and got a skill to well, you know, and I've been doing it 30, 36 or 37 years. I done lost count now. But we have to help people. It's something you don't need. Come on, with them Christmas toys. Y'all can throw them this way. Throw them this way, man. I mean, your baby ain't driving that Barbador car, that Escalade. Throw it this way for somebody. Kid can have Christmas.
Because we can definitely give it back out. And the CDs and the armbands that Sister Carrie's talking about for the Unity Walk, that helps us get out the products that we're receiving to the people in need. It really does.
Okay.
If they're needing something in particular, women's feminine products or man's diabetes testing kit, and that's something we don't have on hand, those proceeds go towards things like that. Her CDs and her armbands go towards preparing the permits it takes to rent the park, the bills we have to pay for the police escort for the walk. Every little bit helps, and I mean, $20 for a shirt, a CD, and an armband, you're not going to find that anywhere else.
You're not going to find that. And this is what I'm going to do, man. I mean, you got to meet everybody I know. See, some people, they'll meet a few folk that they might get something and they don't want nobody to know. No, I want you to meet all my friends at the Pascagoula Flea Market that sell me like big boxes for $1. I want you to meet them. So we're going to have to go to Mississippi. You've got to meet them. So we got to connect. Everybody connecting now. And I seen this thing coming. A guy told me at the shipyard years ago, he said, Red, you know what's going to happen. He said, all God people, the people that believe in God. And Jesus, they really going to hook together. And it's going to be something awesome coming out of this. And it's happening right here. Now, and give that phone number one more time. We're going back to Miss Carrie.
It's Allie Graham, 251-402-3035.
All right. Y'all get that later. Call. The number's running across the screen. Come on again with your phone number, with your CD and your armband.
And I have to say, this CD was created and designed by Brian Cosby in Atlanta, Georgia. And he'd send these in to help us to raise the funds that we need to bring the awareness of how much we need each other.
Free. He did that free.
He did it free.
We're going to have to do a phone interview with him one week. And he put himself out there for us, what he doing. We're going to do that. And they got the armbands, and I give them again, the price on the armbands are $2. Okay, and the CD is $3. But you can get the T-shirt and the armband, all the three of them for $20. $20? That is just sacrificing going to Burger King, because it's just that high. It's just that high. Now, we got to get out of here now. Now, you know, because Jazzy, I'm still under the weather a little bit, but y'all see this voice getting jazzed up a bit stronger. And y'all know I bite folks that don't help people. Because I'm putting you on free. And I help you all now. So we've got to help each other. You know, a policeman get hurt. We have to help. Step to that family. Your neighbor or your fireman, something happened to them. These people that's helping, we have to help them. This is what this is about. Now get that phone number one more time before we do a peace out.
My name is Carrie Coates. The number is 251-753-6253. Let's come together.
All right, let's come together. Tell them God bless them. Go back to this sister. Tell them God bless them. All right. We Jazzy Red Talk Show. We having a good time here. I got chills on me behind this show. Jazzy Red, we love you. Don't be out there hurting and don't call us. All right, Jazzy Red, we love you. Peace out. Jazzy Red Talk Show, and we are here. And Brother Knapp is here this year. This week. You know Jazz is tired, y'all. Y'all know Jazz be going out of her way for her viewers. I done bumped my head, I guess. Oh, well, how are you this year? I guess they... But, Brother Knapp, what you have for my viewers this week?
Well, don't feel bad, Jazz. I heard a New Year's song last night, so it's all good. You must be in the spirit or something. But what I have for your viewer this week, Jazz, is I actually got a message together like over a month ago.
Okay.
And I come from the book of Genesis chapter 6. And my key verse was at verse 8 of chapter 6. And what it declared is that, but Noah found grace in the sight of the Lord. And from that particular scripture, I came to the thought of having the favor of grace. And we do realize that grace is God's unmerited favor. And one thing about grace, you can't separate it from his love, you can't separate it from his strength. And one part that I love about coming into a revelation knowledge of having his favor of grace is that when we're going through, it is by God's grace that he's empowered us to be healed. Because the Bible says, for by his stripe that we are healed. And we heal by his grace. For by grace that we are saved. Even having the favor of grace, we come to know that we can do all things through Christ that strengthens us. Even he told Paul about, my grace is sufficient for you. So when we are weak, his grace is made perfect. Because when we are weak, that's when his strength kick in. And his strength is his grace. So I just want to encourage the people this week by declaring having the favor of grace. It is so much power wrapped up in knowing the favor of grace. Amen. This has been an inspirational moment brought to you by Brother Knapp. I can be reached at 251-281-6667. And on that note, you be blessed and know that you have the favor of grace on your side. Amen.
All right. I like that, Brother Knapp. Y'all get that and chew it up. All right, Jazz Red, we love you. Peace out. Jazz Red Talk Show, and here we have the Avenue book. You all have got to get this book. The first time it came out years ago, it sold out. So she's got it back. It's bigger. It's in a hardback edition, and it's just beautiful. It got high gloss on it, and it says the place, the people, the memories, 1799 to 1986. And Jazz is going to always show you something that's inside of this book when we put it on. And we're going to go with another segment. Jazz Red, be back in a minute. Jazz Red on the inside of the Avenue book. George A. Hall was a well-respected educator who served the Maysville district over 2 decades. He was born a slave in 1853. His grandson, James Hall, stated that George Hall obtained his education and writing abilities on the plantation where he lived. George found old letters and traced over the alphabets to learn penmanship. George Hall is also believed to have been a special teacher at Barton Academy, teaching penmanship. He was employed in the Mobile County school system from 1873 to 1911, serving as a principal of Maysville School, and was one of the first teachers hired in the Maysville district. George Hall. We're going to show you a picture of Hall Elementary School. Hall Elementary School first opened in 1964 and named in honor of George Hall. George Hall, a legacy. Jazz Red Talk Show, and this is Lily B. Williamson. Williamson is remembered as one of the best known leaders among Negro women who had an influence in her community, church, school, businesses, in all lines. She uplifted her people. She was born in Alabama in March in 1874. At the age of 15, she graduated from Emerson Institute in the class of 1889. A member of State Street AME Zion Church, she became connected with the public school system of Mobile at the turn of the century and later became a principal of Maysville Public School after the death of George Hall around 1911. When we come back, we're going to show you Wilson High School. Wilson High School is located in Maysville and was named in honor of the educator Lily B. Williams. Lily B. Williamson. There she is. Pull up, young people. Pull George Hall and Lily B. Williams up. A legacy. Jazzy Red, we love you.
And I'm alive, I'm alive. And I'm alive, I'm alive.
I'm being knitted in your womb by the end of week 1. If you give me enough time, I'll be your daughter or your son. By week 3, my heart beats. By week 4, I hear your voice. Wish you could hear my voice, so I can have a choice. No, you striving for success, and then I'm all made of your flesh. Never thought you would get pregnant, you just wanted to have sex. Didn't even know the man, but he donated his seed. You did make a mistake, Mama, God made me. I'm alive in your womb, I'm a part of your soul. God planned out my life a long time ago. And I know that you are scared, I know that you are afraid. But believe me when I say God never makes mistakes.
And I'm alive.
It's my central nervous system. The doctor's gonna lie and tell you I ain't got no feelings. But look at all the pictures, mama, can't you see my head? My brain is growing well, plus I got arms and I got legs. Week 7, 8, and 9, I got organ, bones, and structure. I can feel it and I can touch it, now I know that you're my mother. My organs fully function by the end of week 10. So why you wanna kill me just to justify your sin? I know everybody does it, they think it's no big thing. But God's got this book of life and in it is my name. Ain't no need to be ashamed, it ain't as bad as it seems. You think I'll be a burden, but I might fulfill your dream. And I know that times are rough, I know that money's tough, but maybe we just need to turn to God with all this stuff. See, we was formed in the dust and wonderfully made. We 12 my vocal cords formed, now you hear me say I'm alive. There's somebody you take me. I know there is a reason why our Father God has made me. We Psalms 139, how we form our inner part. These words are from his heart. You know we never start, so the work he won't complete, I wonder he won't finish. Never slack in his promise, and he promised to replenish anything that you think you ever gonna lose. So mama, wait a minute, think and pray before you choose. Please don't abuse this wonderful creation. We Romans 8 and 29, that's predestination. I pray you hear this song and that you think about salvation. I pray you hear these words and rethink the situation.